Gotham, a city drowning in shadows, choked by corruption. We've seen its underbelly before, the masked vigilantes, the costumed freaks, but the Penguin dives deeper. It peels back the layers of Gotham's soul, revealing the raw ambition festering beneath. This ain't no comic book, this is crime drama, brutal and unflinching. Forget capes and cowls, this is about the man behind the beak, Oswald Cobblepot, a man clawing his way to the top, leaving a trail of blood and broken promises in his wake. The Penguin pulls no punches. It's a slow burn, building tension with each episode, like a fuse leading to dynamite. You know the explosion's coming, but you can't look away. You see Tony Montana in Scarface, high on his own supply, empire crumbling around him. Walter White in Breaking Bad, a good man twisted by darkness. Tony Soprano grappling with family and the mob. The Penguin shares their DNA, but it carves its own path. Oswald's ambition is palpable, you can almost taste it. He's a shark in a sewer, always circling, waiting for the kill. He's got the ruthlessness of Montana, the cunning of Soprano. But unlike Walter White, he embraces the darkness. The Sopranos showed us the family man behind the mob boss. Breaking Bad made us question our own morality. The Penguin asks a different question. What happens when ambition consumes a man's soul? We all know Batman, the brooding hero lurking in the shadows. But the Penguin dares to leave him out of the picture. And it's a brilliant move. Batman's absence throws the spotlight solely on Oswald. It allows his villainy to take center stage. Without the Bat, the lines blur. There's no clear good versus evil, just shades of grey. You see the desperation in the eyes of the people Oswald manipulates. You understand their choices, even if you don't condone them. This ain't a superhero story. This is about the rise of a villain, and in the absence of a hero, the villain shines even brighter. Gotham's underworld is a jungle, and Oswald Cobblepot is at the top of the food chain. He manipulates, betrays, and eliminates anyone who stands in his way. The power dynamics shift constantly, keeping you on the edge of your seat. Alliances are forged and broken as quickly as promises. You see the desperation in the eyes of those who dare to challenge Oswald. They know they're playing a dangerous game, but the lure of power, of control, is too strong to resist. It's a brutal ballet of ambition and treachery, and as the bodies pile up, you realize that in Gotham there can only be one winner. What makes Oswald so compelling is his duality. He's both repulsive and strangely charismatic. He can charm you with one hand and slit your throat with the other, and that's a testament to the lead actor's performance. He disappears into the role. You forget you're watching an actor. You see only Oswald Cobblepot, the cunning strategist, the wounded soul, the ruthless kingpin. His every move is calculated, every word dripping with venom and charm. He doesn't play the villain, he becomes the villain, and it's a performance that will stay with you long after the credits roll. Section 6, Allies and Adversaries, the Dance of Power. The Penguin isn't a one-man show, it's a tapestry of characters, each more intriguing than the last. Some are loyal to a fault, others driven by pure self-interest, but they all serve to highlight the complexities of Oswald's world. There's Fish Mooney, a force of nature who challenges Oswald's authority at every turn. Edward Nygma, a brilliant but unstable forensic scientist, drawn to Oswald's darkness. And Harvey Bullock, a jaded detective caught between his duty and the city's corruption. These characters aren't just pawns in Oswald's game, they have their own motivations, their own desires. And as their stories intertwine with Oswald's, the stakes are raised even higher. Section 7. Morality's twilight, where shadows thrive. The Penguin isn't afraid to get its hands dirty. It delves into the dark underbelly of Gotham, exposing the hypocrisy and corruption that fester beneath the surface. It's a world where morality is fluid, where good and evil are constantly at war. You see the toll that Oswald's ambition takes on those around him. The innocent lives caught in the crossfire, the families torn apart by greed and betrayal. It's a grim reminder that even in the darkest of places, there's always a human cost. The Penguin doesn't shy away from the ugliness of its world. It embraces it. And in doing so, it creates a more realistic, more impactful portrayal of crime and its consequences. Section 8. The face of chaos, familiar yet transformed. We've seen the Penguin before, waddling through comic book panels, a comical figure in a purple top hat. But the Penguin reinvents him, strips away the caricature, revealing the man beneath. It's a transformation as startling as Walter White's. This Penguin is dangerous, he's cunning, he's driven by a need for power that consumes everything in its path. And yet there's a flicker of humanity beneath the surface, a vulnerability that makes him all the more compelling. This isn't your childhood Penguin, this is a villain for our times, a reflection of the darkness that lurks within us all. Section 9. The Penguin's Reign, a new era of crime. The Penguin is more than just a TV show, it's a statement, a bold exploration of ambition, power, and the nature of evil. It's a reminder that sometimes the most terrifying villains are the ones who hide in plain sight. The show leaves you breathless, craving more. It's a slow burn that builds to an inferno. And as the credits roll on the final episode, one thing is clear. Oswald Cobblepot has only just begun his reign. This is a new era of crime drama, and the Penguin is leading the charge.